The final weekend of the NCHC regular season is on tap here tonight, and it puts us in Kalamazoo, Michigan, on the campus of Western Michigan University, as the Miami RedHawks battle the number 8th ranked Western Michigan Broncos in game one of this two-game set to round out things in the regular season and start the month of March here from Lawson Ice Arena. Patrick Geshan with you. So glad you're with us here on this Friday night on Red Hawk Radio. We appreciate you spending a part of it with us. It is Miami coming off that split last weekend with Minnesota Duluth on their home ice. The 4-0 win on senior night Saturday. The 3-1 loss on Friday for the Redhawks. Western Michigan coming off a weekend they probably would like to forget. A sweep at North Dakota, a 5-2 loss Saturday, a 2-1 loss Friday for the Broncos at the Ralph. Western Michigan has clinched home ice in the NCHC first round starting next weekend. Although they are playing for a seed, they'll either be the 3 seed or the 4 seed in the playoffs hosting next weekend. And so the Broncos would obviously like to be the higher seed in that count because they'd have an easier opponent as the 3 seed rather than the 4 seed. Redhawks are really not a whole lot to play for this weekend, except the 7 seed is still within reach for Miami, so they would not finish last in 8th place in the NCHC. The Redhawks are in 8th place coming into this weekend with 17 points. Colorado College is in 7th place with 18 points. So Miami 1 point behind CC for 7th. It would just mean Miami would either go to Denver or North Dakota next weekend for the first round of the playoffs. We'll have it all sorted out for you as we go throughout the weekend here from Kalamazoo. Let's listen into the public address here at Lawson Ice Arena as the Western Michigan starting lineup being announced.
At center, a 6'2" senior out of Burr, Ontario, number 13, Drew. At left defense, a 6'4" sophomore out of Westfield, Indiana, number 24, Aiden Hook. At right defense, a 6'4" junior out of White Lake, Michigan, number 7, Ray Adler. And in goal, a 6'5" junior out of South Beach, New York, number 30, Brandon Butsu. The Broncos are led by assistant coaches Will Massey and J.J. Brew. Associate head coach Jason Herder and head coach of your Broncos is Pat Hirschweiler. At this day of time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the performance of our national anthem by WMU's own musical performance and theater major, Mason Breton. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
A student national anthem singer brings the place to its feet before game one of Miami and Western Michigan here from Lawson Ice Arena tonight. A ceremonial puck drop will now take place.
Governmental Affairs Officer of the Gun Lake Tribe.
as a governmental affairs officer from Western Michigan will drop a ceremonial puck at center ice, so the captains will come in and take part in that. Pretty good crowd on hand here inside Lawson Ice Arena. We always expect to see a good crowd, but a lot of people around the bowl here inside this building that seats about 3,000 or 4,000. It's all bench seats around this place. And spring break started today for Western Michigan University, but still a great student crowd is on hand to watch their 8th-ranked Broncos in the final regular season series for Western Michigan this season. All right, the puck drop is done. The ceremonial puck drop will take a look at your starting goaltenders for tonight's game. First, Ludwig Pearson is in the Red Hawk net, the reigning NCHC goaltender of the week, at 44 saves on Saturday's shutout win against Minnesota Duluth last weekend. That's the most by an NCHC goalie in a shutout this season throughout the entire league. Brandon Bussey is in net for Western Michigan, a 7-0-1 career record against Miami. He started every single game for the Broncos this season. The 6'5", 220 junior out of Sound Beach, New York, making start 31 of the year is Bussey here tonight. Redhawks in the Road Reds with the red Miami across the front and the white number on the front, the white number, white name on the back. Western Michigan is in their home whites. It's got Broncos across the front in black, a black number on the front, black name, black number on the back of the uniform for WMU. And then our referees tonight are Nathan Wheeler and Ryan Hersey. The linesmen, Brent Golick and Nick Huff. Brent Golick working his final regular season series as an NCHC linesman, or as a linesman period, this weekend. His final game will be tomorrow. He'll drop the puck at center ice here to get us going. 27-year career for Brent Golick will wrap up after our game tomorrow night. So we'll wish him congratulations and best of luck, of course, in his final regular season series as a college hockey linesman. Ready to go at center ice between Miami and Western Michigan. RedHawks move left to right across your radio here in our first period. Lawson Ice Arena sits about the same amount of people as Steve Candy Arena, but the roof is twice as low. And it gets loud in here quickly, especially with the student crowd in the band. So the draw won by Western Michigan. They'll work into the offensive zone after the opening face-off. Aiden Fulp with a puck center blue line, find a wrister in, get tipped through the slot. Pearson handled the save with his right pad. It's played back below the Miami net. To the near corner, Ryquist rims it around the boards. Up high for P.J. Fletcher, trying to play it out for the RedHawks. They'll get it cross ice to the left side now for Derek Datsky. A long feed ahead, missed the stick there of Red Savage at the Bronco line all the way down the ice. We get an icing call here on Miami, 33 seconds into the first. It's going to put the face-off to the right of Ludwig Pearson in the Miami zone. So many things going on across the NCHC tonight in terms of how things will finish in the standings for the regular season. We'll keep you posted on the out-of-town scoreboard and all that this evening. In terms of what's going on, basically for Miami, it just means where they're going to North Dakota or Denver next weekend. Miami will either finish in the 7th or 8th place spots in the NCHC standings. They come in 8th place to this weekend and the game here tonight. Puck is out at center ice after the draw to the right of Pearson. It's Joyall who plays it up for Western Michigan, a Lucas Glover. Over the Red Hawk line here in the left point, will fire a shot. Pearson, the blocker save on the wrister there, top of the near circle. Puck squirts up near wing. RedHawks work it out back to center. Barry with it over the Bronco line right side. Trying to feed it middle there for Barbolini. Poland got in the way to knock the pass to the right point where Clement keeps it in for the RedHawks. He'll fire a wrister in. Blocked down near circle there by Max Sasson to the near half wall here in the Western Michigan zone. Let's go Broncos, the champ from the student section just below where we are. Right point with it, Clement for Miami, the offensive zone. Left point now, Moulton waits. Clement center blue line, fires a shot in off Bussey's chest. Rebound fought for in front. Karisak get a whack at it. Bussey stopped him with the right pad, went to the far corner, and the Broncos will leave this one out to center ice. Miami gets it back though off the stick of Glover. Here's Pletzky over the Bronco line right wing. A drop pass, Clement. The slap shot, top of the near circle. Pad save Bussey with the left leg. Back out at center, pass Soul for the Broncos over the Red Hawk line left wing, and his high wrister is gloved there by Ludwig Pearson from the near circle with 18:07 to go in the first, and the clock stopped with no score in the game between Miami and Western Michigan. This sheet of ice moves fast. It seems a lot faster than most. Probably because of just how compact this building is. It seems once you're inside of it. Draw here to Pearson's right, is in the Miami zone. Pops out back to center on a Bronco win. They could not keep it in the offensive end. Hilson-Dagger trying to play it over the Red Hawk line left wing. He does. Pops it into the near corner. Basalt there will spin it around to the far wing. Corbett got a hold of it for Miami. Got it back out to the neutral zone. Hilson-Dagger left wing. Basalt the cross corner dump into the Miami zone, where it's grabbed by the Red Hawks. Nick Donato in the far corner. Feeds Brian Silver, right wing of the center ice red line. Gets it into the Western Michigan zone. Adder will feed it middle now for WMU. Room to skate. Aiden Fulp over the Red Hawk line left wing. Got a pass over to Rome, who shot it near circle wide to the far corner. Red Hawks able to work this one out to the neutral zone. Ryan Savage is on it for Miami. Gets to the right wing center ice red line. Dumps it in far corner. Adder here will spin it up high in the zone. Ethan Rome for WMU through the center circle. Lost it there. Good offensive play by Daschke. Here's Ryquist over the Bronco line right wing. Fired a high wrister over toward the far corner. Broncos grab it there. Skating up the right wing is Drew Warad. Got hit off the puck by Ryan Savage. Little trip there, but no call. It's Daschke with the pass near wing. Ryquist over the Bronco line right wing. Fires a wrister in. Glove save made by Bussey, who will stop play here with 16:53 to go in the first. Shots are led by Western Michigan 4-3 here in the early goings. Draw coming to Brandon Bussey's left in the Bronco net. As even more people fill into this pretty full crowd from Lawson Ice Arena tonight. Draw is won by Red Savage of the Red Hawks to the far corner. Joyal grabs it there for the Broncos, trying to clear it up the far wing boards. He does. And Miss Gallant standing near his bench in the neutral zone far wing for Western Michigan. Red Hawks grab control, send it back in the Bronco zone. Near circle with it, Cedric Fiedler. Pass up the left wing to the neutral zone. Missed Ethan Frank's stick over the Red Hawk line left wing. Miami will turn it over though near circle. Gallant got it back. Fletcher, a good stick check on him. Working it out back to center for the Red Hawks. EJ Fletcher gets stopped there near the penalty boxes near wing. Able to regain control. Takes it back to the neutral zone over the Bronco line right wing. Barbolini will fire it to the far corner. Cross ice look there. It missed everybody on a centering pass. Broncos a 3-on-3 the other way. Sasson in the high slot with a shot. Pearson the glove save on the wrister. Going over toward that far corner. Near wing now, the Broncos with it. Offensive zone. Glover. Hilson-Dagger shot. Top of the near circle. That was saved by the legs there of Fletcher on a shot block for the Red Hawks. Now far circle with a puck. And a wrister there is Jacob Bauer. Sends it off the stick of Clement. Up and out of play before it got to Pearson. And a defensive zone draw coming up for the Red Hawks with 15:50 to go in the first. Broncos good puck move it there in the offensive zone and ended up on the stick far circle of Jacob Bauer off a deflection, and his wrister went up and out of play off his stick. So the draw left of Pearson features Granger and Barry. It's won by Granger to the right point. A shot came in there by Bauer, and Pearson made the save through traffic with the pad from the right point. Red Hawks going to enter the offensive zone offside as Pletzky took it over the Bronco line left wing. He had two guys on the rush jump ahead of the puck going into the zone. That was Griesok and I believe Capstick, or no, it was Barry for Miami, who were offside with 15:39 to go in the first. Neutralized draw here, far side of center ice near the Bronco blue line. Western Michigan wins it. Near side is Hilson-Dagger out of his own zone. Gets to the center ice red line left wing to dump it in near corner of the Miami end. Capstick with it on the far side, will rim it up the far wing boards. Pletzky grabs it there, sends an errant pass out to the neutral zone. The loose puck is grabbed by Hillebrand for Western Michigan, trying to play it up into the offensive zone, but Griesok stole it away. Griesok dumps it in near corner of the Miami offensive end. Pletzky first to it, spins a pass to the far half wall. Barry grabs it there. Left point is shot. Ryquist sends it wide left of the net. Coming in near half wall, Sinnard to get it deep in the zone for Miami. The offensive end here. Barry near corner, trying to win a battle. Squirts it up near half wall. Griesok a shot. Pad save by Bussey. Went behind the net. Here's Corbett. Far corner for the Red Hawks. Working here in the offensive zone. Daschke near circle with a puck. Leaves it Ryquist near corner. Bad angle shot. went through the slot, nothing there. Barry picks it up and has to play it out to center ice on a bad pass to Reichwist at the right point. He'll dump it in, back to the offensive zone. Corbett whistles a shot over the net, goes right point to Reichwist, plays it back behind the Bronco cage. Here's Corbett working toward the near corner with a puck, still with it in a board battle here. Gets it to Silver near hash marks against the boards. Down to the corner, Jamie Rome for Western Michigan. We'll play this one far away for Hilsendagger. He cannot backhand it out. Monty Graham stolen away from him. Here's Corbett now in the far corner, circles back for the RedHawks. Scott Corbett, left point now, Reichwist shoots it in, blocked down by a Bronco in front. That was Tim Washi. We'll get it out back to center ice, far away in front of the Bronco bench. And this puck goes off the roof. I believe Reichwist there was trying to play a bouncing puck and accidentally knocked it up into the roof with his stick, kind of a baseball swing to try to get it deep in the Bronco zone. It hit the low ceiling here inside Lawson Ice Arena and gives us our first media timeout of the game. 13:55 to go, first period, no score, Miami and Western Michigan. And this is Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. Center ice Toronto our timeout with 13:55 to go in the first. No score between Miami and Western Michigan. Patrick Geshan back with you from Lawson Ice Arena tonight. They are rocking Lawson Ice Arena. As always, center ice Toronto our timeout. It is won by Drew War out of the Broncos, who got it over to Aiden Fulp, right wing, turned it over in the Miami zone, and a dump into Derek Daskey, who will play it out left wing up high in the Miami end. Daskey gets his own puck after Glott had it there for a moment, skates it up over the Bronco line with a right wing pass. Daskey scores! On a broken rush for the RedHawks, they take a 1-0 lead and draw first blood as Thomas Daskey finds it back in the net atop of the near circle wrister that went over the blocker's side of Bussy to give Miami the 1-0 lead with 13:35 to go in the first. Just kind of a broken play all around. You had Daskey in his own end for the RedHawks. Kind of turn over the puck high in the Miami zone. He got it back up the left wing. Just skated it through the neutral zone. Got over the Bronco line. Fed it right wing on what was kind of a weird 4-on-2 for Miami with no formation or rhyme or reason. You just had four players in a group skating down the ice. As Daskey found Daskis on the right wing. Just a simple snapshot that beats Bussy over his right pad on the blocker's side into the net. And the RedHawks lead at 1-0 here earlier on in the first. Broncos took it down after the center ice drop, fired it over the netting, up and out of play on a right circle shot by Sasson, so the draw to the left here of Pearson. The Miami goal scored by Thomas Daskis, his fourth of the year, the sophomore out of Rochester, Michigan. And the Broncos here trying to dump it in their own zone after the face-off from neutral ice. Michael Joyle had it behind the red line when he dumped it in. They call him for an icing right in the center circle, so the draw comes to the right of Bussy in the Western Michigan zone here with 13:17 to go in the first period. And again, a 1-0 Miami lead. Just one assist on the Daskis goal. It'll go to Derek Daskey for Miami, who already has a team lead in points for the RedHawks this season. That will be his 26th point of the year, his 23rd assist. RedHawks win the draw on the offensive end. Far corner, Kreisok with the puck. He's kind of locked up there with Cedric Fiedler. Squirts to the near corner. Joyle the backhand off high glass. All the way down the ice. This one moves below the Miami goal line for an icing call here on Western Michigan. As a broken breakout play there for the Broncos. They'll ice the puck down the near wing. Face off back in the Western Michigan zone with 12:59 to go in the first. It'll go to the right here of Bussy. Good start for the RedHawks. Moving the puck well. Hard on the pucks in the offensive zone, creating offensive chances. It's been a really good start for Miami to the weekend, so of course can they keep it up? Draw to the right of Bussey is one to the near corner by Miami in the offensive zone. Red Savage hits off Sasson there. Squirts up near wing up high in the Bronco end. Glover will take it up the left wing through center over the Red Hawk line. Shoved off there by Donato in the near corner. Glover still the puck. Takes it behind the Red Hawk net. Red Savage with it through the near circle for the Red Hawks. Feeds it middle. Here's Fletcher. Left wing Barbolini. Room to scan over the Bronco line with a shot. Nice stick save made there on the ice by Bussey. They get a loose puck near circle. Fletcher lost it to Hillebrand, who's got room to scan up the left wing. Hillebrand over the Red Hawk line will shoot it, and Pearson holds on with the right arm against his body on the high wrister there by Hillebrand. This clock stops with 12:19 to go in the first. 1-0 Miami. Hillebrand had all the room he needed up that near wing. Shot it at the face-off dot near circle in the Miami zone, all alone on a rush. And Pearson there squeezes the puck under his right shoulder, kind of in his armpit area, and made the stop for the Red Hawks. Draw to his right, won by Miami in the near corner. Datsky picks it up for the Red Hawks below the goal line. Lost it though, and a turnover to Hillebrand behind the net. Squirts the near circle, picked up by Passot. Josh Passot works it down near corner. He's hit hard there by Ryquist. Against the near half wall, gets to the left point for Fulp, fires it off his skate to the far side. Corbett trying to lift it out back to center. He does. Redhawks take over here. Monty Graham though trying to feed it left wing over to Brian Silver. It pops up off the Western Michigan stick into the Miami bench with 11:52 to go in the first. And the draw will be brought here by the officials right at center ice. That draw will feature Thomas Daskis for the Redhawks and Tim Washi of Western Michigan. Washi wins it back in his own zone. Pass up the right wing by Joy All. Goes all the way down the ice. They say no icing as a deflection must have gone off of Miami's stick. Broncos cross the offensive zone hard. Larkin with a puck here near circle. It's Hugh Larkin for Western Michigan. Hits it left point. Fiedler plays it down to the near corner. On it here is Dylan Went. Locked up against the boards there by Jack Clement. Squirts up that near wing. Tim Washi left point sends it behind the Red Hawk net. Olmsted there to grab it. Near corner Clement trying to play it up the near wing. Fiedler able to take away the puck. He fired a wrister wide left to the net from the left point. And it's back behind the Miami cage. Clement trying to get it up the near wing and a breakout. Red Hawks a little bit of trouble here getting it out of the zone up the near wing. You get Ryan Savage down a board battle with a Went. As the puck goes to the near corner of the Miami end. Whistle here. Get a penalty coming up for tripping. That was called near center ice by Ryan Hersey, and it's on Miami. So Miami had all kinds of trouble trying to break out the puck up the near wing of their own zone. You had Ryan Savage get the puck, lost it near circle, skating it out up that near side. And then he lost it to, I believe, Dylan Went, who skated it back to the near corner of the Miami zone. Savage behind him tripped him up with his stick, and so our game's first power play goes to Western Michigan. Here in the middle stages of the first period, Redhawks win the draw in their own zone and clear it all the way down the ice. Grabbed here by Michael Joyal of Western Michigan. Feeds it right wing, wore out over the Red Hawk line, gets it back to Collot, fan of the shot, rebound to the slot, they score! A scramble in front of Pearson's net. Ethan Frank finishes it off for the Broncos, who scored 20 seconds into the power play, and we're tied at 1 with 10:43 to go in the first. A feed went to Collot down the right side of the high slot. Got a fan on a shot, went off the pad of Pearson. The momentum carried the puck toward the Miami net. It deflected off his pad, was loose right in front of the net for a moment. Little defensive zone breakdown there for Miami in front of their net. And then finishing off the goal for Western Michigan, Ethan Frank on the power play. Gallant enjoy all the assists on the power play goal for the Broncos, who entered the offensive zone again after the face-off over the line left wing. The puck went in on Pearson. He made the cover on a Jason Poland chance. And he got pushing and shoving after the play in front of the Miami net. All this comes with 10:28 to go in the first. Shots are 9-6 Western Michigan and a tie game at 1. And the draw to Pearson's right here will come up. And this thing's starting to get a little chippy, not even 10 minutes into our first game of the series. Lunatics, of course, are into it. So this face-off will feature Miami's Matt Berry against Western Michigan's Luke Granger, the sophomore from Montreal. RedHawks win it, work it up the near wing through center. Greasock over the Bronco line will fire a shot. Bussy the save with a stick, who blocked a 5-0. Went off the stick, up and out of play to stop the clock with 10:18 to go in the first. Rock coming to Bussy's left here in a tie game at 1. Shots again are 9-7 now in favor of Western Michigan. Monty Graham in the draw for the RedHawks will take on Luke Granger. One to the near half wall. RedHawks will get it deep behind the Bronco net. Capstick plays at far corner to pass Solt. Up to the left point, here's Monty Graham, the far half wall. Will play it toward the slot of the backhand, picked up there by Fulp. Passel now the puck over the RedHawk line right wing. Will pass it middle. Hillebrand get knocked away off his stick by Capstick right in front of the Miami net. Back out at center. Silver with it over the Bronco line right wing. It's stopped. And is sent back out to the neutral zone, where Scott Corbett takes over here for Miami in the left wing in front of his own bench during a Bronco change. Brian Silver dumps the puck softly in the Western Michigan zone. Broncos break it out. Here's Rome over the RedHawk line left wing. Try to fire a shot through the near circle, but Capstick there to block it to the near corner of the Miami zone. Little board battle for it here near half wall. Goes far circle. Point blank chance. Michael Joyal went over the net in the RedHawk zone. The puck went off the glass, back to center. Rome will play it in behind Miami's cage. Broncos a 5-man change as Pearson stops it behind his cage for the RedHawks. Goes in the Bronco zone and a right wing dump in here by Ryan Savage. Spins it around the boards to the far half wall. Gallant on here for Western Michigan. Turned it over. Ryan Savage near circle. Had it stolen from behind there by Hilsendagger, who plays it behind the Bronco net. Joy on the far half wall. Gallant missed it there as Moulton pops it over the net to the near corner. Ryan Savage on it for Miami. Gets it down low to Joyal. Works it up high. Here's Frank with it for Western Michigan. The pass middle, Gallant over the RedHawk line left wing. Goes down to the near corner. Trying to feed it back for Frank. Could not. Ryan Savage there to pick it off for Miami. He'll skin it up the near wing through center ice. Dump in near corner of the Western Michigan zone as Bauer picks it up for the Broncos deep at his own end. We'll get it out back to center off the glass. Through the near circle, Sasson will try to get it over deep in the Miami zone. He cannot. RedHawks going to shut him down there. Now Sasson with it back. Near circle, Miami zone. Fed it over. The pass picked off here by Datsky. Spins it up ahead. Red Savage for Barbolini. Makes a move in the Bronco zone. The backhand shot went wide left to the net as he went one-on-one down the ice with Aiden Fulp of the Broncos. And Western Michigan on a deflected dump and will get it far corner Miami zone. RedHawks out to center, sent back there by Sinnard. Far wing Adder trying to take over for Western Michigan. He's over the RedHawk line, going up against Sinnard. Will circle back far half wall. Sinnard will steal it away from him there. Barbolini back for Sinnard, middle of the ice through center. Goes to the near wing here where Granger picks it up for Western Michigan. Feeds it near wing, and Hillebrand will dump it over the RedHawk line in behind the Miami net. Near corner now within the RedHawk zone is Sinnard for Miami. Lifts it out back to center. Right wing Greasock, 2-on-1. Greasock near circle with a shot. And a blocker save on the wrister made by Bussy. Sent back in front. A little chance here in the far circle. Barry with a soft flip that went wide right of the net. As he had traffic in front too. Pletzky was screening. Bussy, Barry just missed the net there from the far circle. Here's Passolt over the RedHawk line right wing. Will dance it in on net. Passolt the shot. Blocker saved by Pearson as he tore apart Capstick there with a between the legs deke on the one-on-one rush the other way in the Western Michigan offensive zone. Joyal back within his zone end. Stretch pass for Rome over the RedHawk line. Far circle trying to feed Went, but lost the puck to the far corner. Goes out back to center ice. Hilsendagger with it for Western Michigan. Gets it forward, Tim Watchie. Chips it over the RedHawk line near corner. Went now with the puck. Gets it up left point. Hilsendagger with it. Right point slides it over. Bauer shoots it. And wide open there was Pearson in front of his net to make the glove save on the wrister right point by Jacob Bauer to put a stop to play and immediate timeout with 6:32 to go in the first. We are tied at 1, back and forth to go in Kalamazoo, and we are back in a moment. Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. 6:32 to go, first period, 1-1 time between Miami and Western Michigan. Patrick Geshan back with you from Lawson Ice Arena this weekend. Here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Draw to the left of Ludwig Pearson, the Miami zone out of our timeout. And that'll feature Monty Graham for the RedHawks against, I believe, Tim Washy of Western Michigan. It's a clean win in the far corner for Monty Graham. Goes to the near wing here for Ethan Frank for the Broncos. We'll try to pick it out of the skates here of Jack Clement. Still a battle for it near corner here in the Miami zone. Clement will lock up Frank against the boards as it squirts up toward that near half wall. So they still lock up for it. It's a 2-on-2 battle here near half wall on the Miami end. Finally comes free near circle. Gallant far side. Fulpa shot. Great save by Pearson, sliding over towards left post to make the save. Still in the zone. Frank plays it far corner. Cannot hit a pass there for Warad, who takes it now in a one-on-one battle with Dylan Moulton. Frank with a far circle for the Broncos. Gets it to the near corner. Gallant on it here for Western Michigan in a battle with Clement, who locked him up against the boards. You have Moulton pinch Warad up against the boards near corner. Finally squirts out. RedHawks can't get it out back to center as it went far circle. Kept in left point by Frank. And now Miami finally be able to calm it down their own zone as Western Michigan a five-man change. Clement gets it into the Broncos zone, but an offside here on the dump in from the right wing of center ice. I believe a RedHawk was still in the zone. I'm trying to figure out who that was. Might have been Brian Silver on the left wing, so nonetheless the draw coming on the right here of Pearson. And I guess what they rule an intentional offside with 5:24 to go in the first, and we are tied at 1. Draw to Pearson's right, Monty Graham at for Miami against Max Sasson of Western Michigan. Graham the clean went back to the near corner. Moulton here with it for the RedHawks. Lost in a board battle to Sasson. Moulton now pinches up Poland against the boards. Pulling up the near wing for Western Michigan toward the half wall. Locked up there with Monty Graham. Near wing now with it is Sasson over far circle. Joy all in front. Looking for a centering feed there in the crease and went right to Corbett for the RedHawks, who works it out back to center left wing and dumps it in behind the Bronco net. Bussy with it to the near corner. Plays it here for Fiedler. Try to get it up high. Went out of the zone. Savage with it over the Bronco line. Right wing with a shot. Believe that went off the post to the far corner. Now breakaway the other way. Here's Sasson in on goal. Feeds it back. Glover. Well, what timer went wide of the near post of Pearson's net. And he will cover after it went off the end boards back toward the crease as Poland came in looking for a chance. Ludwig Pearson with a great save there with 4:36 to go in the first to keep it a tie game as the Broncos all of a sudden had a breakaway with the puck escaping the Miami offensive end up the far wing. You had Sasson skated up the right side into the Miami zone, and Pearson made the cover on the stop. 4:36 to go first period. Another timeout. Tied at 1 from Kalamazoo. This is Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. .436 to go in the first period. Western Michigan 1, Miami 1 here from Lawson Ice Arena. Patrick Geshan back with you. The shots are 16-9 in favor of the Broncos. Try here to the right of Ludwig Pearson. The Miami net features the RedHawks. Red Savage against the Broncos. Luke Granger. Western Michigan wins it back to the left point. Granger will play it down the near corner. Hillebrand there with the puck for the Broncos after winning a battle with Derek Datsky. Makes its way up to the near half wall in a 2-on-2 battle here as players just trying to squirt that puck free. Finally goes left point. Hilson Dagger gets it in behind the RedHawk net. Hillebrand, the backhand centering feed, went off the stick there of Red Savage, who turns it over near circle to Miami zone. Far circle, a shot there by Bauer after Granger set him up with a great feed from the slot and went over the net. In behind the RedHawk cage. Granger picks it up for Western Michigan. Skates it far corner up to the far wing where Barbolini will tie him up back to center. Barbolini the chip over the Bronco line left side of the far corner. Lawson dagger on it here. Gets it behind the Bronco net. Wrapped up around to the near half wall. RedHawks can't keep it in the zone. Bauer left point feed for Larkin over the RedHawk line. Down to the near corner and in behind the Miami net. Larkin ties up there with the Red Savage. You got Sinnard poking at the puck, 2 in a board battle. Savage takes it away, trying to play it up high in his zone. Larkin takes it over for Western Michigan. Feeds it back right point. Adder shoots it. Went off, I believe, the glove there of Red Savage in front of the net to the near corner of the Bronco offensive zone. Picked up here left point by Larkin. We'll try to backhand it deep. Got it to the near half wall. Red Savage was there trying to play it out up the near wing. He could not. Tim Washy near circle, near corner, went to the far post. Adder there waiting for a one-timer. Pearson made the stop with his left pad. BJ Fletcher will just blatantly ice the puck here for Miami with 2:56 to go in the first. So you had Went in the near corner of the Western Michigan offensive zone. A cross-ice look to the far post, where it was grabbed there by Adder. The one-time shot on the far side of Pearson's net. He slid over and made the left pad save. Ludwig did. And then Fletcher picked up the rebound in the far corner and just gulped it all the way down the ice to ice the puck here. Draw to Pearson's left with 2:56 to go in a tie game at 1. Broncos are dominating the play in the offensive zone these last 7 or 8 minutes of the game. Puck out at center after the Broncos won it back to split the defenseman from the far circle of their offensive end. RedHawks with a puck. Barry over the Bronco line left wing. Plays it near corner. Here's Grisak on it now for Miami. Grisak drives the goal line to the net. It was separated off his stick there by Bussey. And then Barry will try to play it up to the left point when past Moulton back to center. Dylan Moulton will dump it in behind the Bronco cage. Fiedler there to grab it. It's Miami in a little change here, so the Broncos time to work it out. Joy Allfar half wall spins off the forechecking Matt Barry to the near side. Fiedler plays it up the near wing through center ice, dumped in near corner of the Miami zone. Dylan Moulton on it here, gets it up high. Scott Corbett will play it out back to center. Broncos take over. Here's Glover over the Red Hawk line right wing, top of the far circle. Poland spins it back to the slot. The pass to Waddard deflects off a stick to the near half wall. Grabbed up high here by Poland. High slot, shoots it in, went off a stick. Deflects up and out of play as Grisak got his twig in on that one to stop us with 1:52 to go in the first. Broncos and RedHawks are tied at 1. The shot 16-9, Western Michigan. Simple shot there from the high slot. Grisak getting his stick on it after it came off the stick, I believe, there of Jason Poland of Western Michigan. Draw to Pearson's right as one to the near corner by Miami with under 2 to go in the first. Broncos work it up left point. Fulp slides it over right point. Here's Adder with it for Western Michigan. Ronnie Adder gets it down the far half wall. Corbett separates it from the puck, plays it out back to center. Broncos with it, center circle, chip it over the Red Hawk line left wing. Granger with it, down the near corner, drives the goal line, separated off the puck by Daschke there, goes far corner, Miami zone, right point, Adder to blast. Goes wide right of the net on the slap shot there. Near corner of the puck, Daschke takes it away for the RedHawks. Back to Corbett, who plays it near corner for Ryquist. Miami still in their own zone, near circle, Daschke works it out back to center. A feed there up the right wing, they get chipped off Graham, stick in the neutral zone, deep of the Bronco end. Is Miami a full 5-man change? Adder out of his own end with it for Western Michigan. Skates over the Red Hawk line left side. Plays it back top of the near circle. Rome will shoot it just over Pearson's net to the far half wall. Broncos here will misplay it. And a 2-on-2 the other way for the Red Hawks. Olmstead over the Bronco line is Savage. That's Ryan Savage with a wrist shot there. Nice blocker saved by Bussey. Went to the near corner. Red Hawks with it here behind the net. Dask is trying to wrap it around. Bussey stops him with the right pad against the post. Ryan Savage with it near corner with 30 to go in the first period. Gets it up right point. Capstick fires it in. Blocked by traffic in front to the far corner. Olmstead trying to get it back below the Bronco goal line. He does. And then Ronnie Adder took it over there and flipped it high in the air. Went off the 2012 NCAA tournament banner hanging from the roof for Western Michigan. And the draw after that stop play will be to the right of Bussey in the Western Michigan end with 19.4 to go in the first. Adder all alone below his own goal line for the Broncos. Decided to flip it out, get out the pitching wedge, but hit the roof trying to clear it from his own zone. Broncos win the face-off in the far circle, but can't get it out at the left point. Barbolini gets it far corner. Warad takes it over here for Western Michigan, goes to the near corner. You have Red Savage near circle, trying to play it there for Warad, lifts it out back to center, and that is it for the first period. So, our first 20 minutes in this series with a lot of action, especially in the first few minutes of that opening frame. The RedHawks scoring first in the game, then Western Michigan answering back on the power play. As our scoring summary tonight, Thomas Daskis got the scoring going for the RedHawks, 6:25 into the first period on his wrist shot over the blocker side of Bussey. Derek Daschke had the lone assist on that one for the RedHawks. And then a little under 3 minutes later, 9:17 into the first period, the power play goal was scored by Ethan Frank of Western Michigan, his 24th goal of the year. The assist to Kogalant and Michael Joy all to tie us up at 1, and those were the only 2 goals scored between either team in the first period. Of course, that power play goal came on the only penalty in the first period for Western Michigan. It was a Ryan Savage minor for Miami, a 2-minute infraction for tripping that came 8:57 into the first. So we're tied at 1 here after 20 minutes from Lawson Ice Arena in Kalamazoo, Michigan. We'll try to take a look here at our NCHC scoreboard, out of town scoreboard, while we have a moment during the intermission. There's a lot of critical things happening around the league tonight to set up the playoff seeding for next weekend in the first round of the playoffs. Of course, are taking place next Friday and Saturday night. This is the only game currently happening in the NCHC this evening. Miami and Western Michigan tied at 1 after the first period, but later starts going on tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. St. Cloud State will be at Minnesota Duluth. That'll be a critical game in the Battle of Minnesota, NCHC style. St. Cloud State still fighting for home ice position. They are in 5th place coming into the night. They can jump over UMD this weekend, who has 34 points. They're in 4th. The Huskies have 32 points in 5th, so those two will battle it out for the last home ice spot in the NCHC first round next weekend. A big series coming your way from Duluth tonight. You have North Dakota at Omaha from Baxter Arena. That's also an 8 o'clock Eastern Time start. The deciding factor in that series, if North Dakota gets 3 points in that series, so 1 win basically, the Fighting Hawks will clinch the 1 seed in the NCHC and become the regular season champions and Penrose Cup champions. Again, they need just 3 points in the standings to do that this weekend. And then the other game going on tonight is the Gold Pan, the home and home between Denver and Colorado College. Game 1 of the series tonight is in the Springs. That will be a 9:30 Eastern Time puck drop from Robson Arena. Basically, they're just fighting for position there. Denver just needs some wins in that series this weekend for their case to clinch the 1 seed. They need help from North Dakota. The Fighting Hawks cannot get 3 points in the weekend. Denver would have to get 4 points to clinch the NCHC in that case in order to get the Penrose Cup. Colorado College is 1 point in front of Miami in the standings. They are in 7th place with 18 points. Miami's in 8th with 17 points. So if Colorado College were to fall in a bunch of the games, or in one of 2 games this weekend, and Miami were to win one of the 2 games from Western Michigan, the RedHawks would jump to 7th place. It simply means they would get the 2nd place opponent next weekend instead of the 1st place opponent, etc., etc. So you know the drill there. Watch that game to see basically the battle for 7th place in the NCHC standings to just determine the difference in where the 7th or 8th place teams go next weekend for the first round of the NCHC playoffs. So we'll keep you posted on what's going on around the league tonight. Again, the other 3 games have not started yet. This is the only game that has started. Broncos won, Miami won after our first period of play. And our second period will come your way in about 10 or 11 minutes here from Lawson Ice Arena. So stay tuned for that. Our first intermission, again, your second period comes our way in about 10 or 11 minutes. So stay with us as it is Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. Broncos and RedHawks both take the ice ahead of the start of our second period of play here from Lawson Ice Arena in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Tied at 1 in game 1 of the final regular season series of the year between both Miami and Western Michigan. Here on the ice tonight from Lawson Ice Arena. Patrick Geshan back with you. In this second period of play, the RedHawks will move right to left across your radio, with the shot lead in favor of Western Michigan, 16-10 at this point in the contest. Center ice draw out of our intermission will feature Miami's Red Savage, with Western Michigan's Drew Warad here at center ice, as both coaching staffs who have to walk on the ice to get to their bench make their way onto their benches, and Brent Golick will drop our puck here at center ice. It is a win for the RedHawks to start the second period. We'll dump it in near corner of the Western Michigan zone. Kogelon is on it, fires it over to the far corner, where Red Savage crashes it for the puck, but turn it over and behind the Bronco net. So Adard gets it out back to center, where the RedHawks control here left wing over the Bronco line. Ronnie Adard grabs it for Western Michigan, and will feed it over on the far wing here for Fulp. Now it's Gallant, right wing over the RedHawk line. Gets it up high in the zone, but lost it. Miami will start a rush the other way. Here's Dasky with the puck over the Bronco line left wing. Shoved off there by Warad. Went in on net, played by Bussing to the near half wall, and it's Gallant on it now for Western Michigan. Gallant is up the right wing, went off the skate there of Warad right to Dasky, who gets it in behind the Bronco net to the far corner. Griesbach is tripped up there and going in for the puck. Fulp got his stick in on the legs. A very easy call to make. Both referees with their arms up. And with 19:07 to go in the second, 53 seconds into the period, the RedHawks go into the power play as Fulp skates toward the penalty box here near side of the ice for Western Michigan. Tripping is the call. He came in, got his stick right in the feet of Griesbach in that far corner, and Miami to the power play for the first time tonight with fresh ice here to start the second, and a game tied at 1. So the draw to the left of Bussy in the Miami offensive zone. Matt Berry will lose it to Max Sasson. Squirts up that far wing out back to center as Western Michigan able to dump it out. And Fletcher chases back in his own zone. Turn it over though to Sasson, far circle in front of shot. Just right of the net there by Poland. Went to the near corner of the Miami zone. Dasky here locks up with Sasson, who had the puck. Barbolini feeds it right wing over the Bronco line as Griesbach turned his back near to the half wall, got it to the far corner. Barbolini back to the right point. Fletcher's on it here for the RedHawks. Skates it down that far wing to the corner, works it back up high. Dasky near circle, Barry in front, they score! Chase Griesbach got it off his stick and put it top right corner of the net on a deflected pass from the near side of the ice, and a power play goal for the RedHawks. It comes 39 seconds into the man advantage, puts Miami back on top at 2-1 with 18:28 to go in the second. I don't know if we'll get a replay here in the arena. I believe Barry had the puck near half wall. He fed it in front to Griesbach, who was kind of wide open there in the high slot. And Griesbach, a soft one-timer off his stick over the left shoulder of Bussy into the top right corner of the Bronco net. And Miami strikes in the power play here to start us out in the second. The tripping minor to Western Michigan that puts the RedHawks up by a goal yet again here in the game. So the puck near corner here in the Miami zone, in behind the RedHawk net. Granger passes left point for Pissol for Western Michigan. He lost it. Pearson with a kick save without a stick. With the right leg, it goes in behind his net. RedHawks will play it here to the far corner. Clement crashes in there with Pissol. Squirts up left point. Hilson Dagger playing it to the far side. Here's Granger on it now for Western Michigan. Skates it behind his own net. Works it to the near corner. Granger up at the right point. Will spin the puck down to the near corner again. Graham right there to steal away for the RedHawks. All by himself. They'll skate up near wing through center ice. Dump it over the Bronco line near wing and behind the Western Michigan net. Hilson Dagger on it there. Plays it up the near wing boards. Pissol with it. Pass up the right wing. Went off the stick of Rome into the RedHawk zone up the near wing. Goes back in the Western Michigan end. Near corner Bauer spins it up to the far side. Ronnie Adard on it here for the Broncos. Up the left wing of the Western Michigan zone. We're 5-on-5 here with 17:15 to go in the second. RedHawks lead this game 2-1. Pearson in the Miami net plays it near corner of the RedHawk zone. Larkin will spin it around the boards for the Broncos, trying to go to full left point. Good job by Ryan Savage to get in the way of that, knock it out to center. Larkin over the Red Hawk line, right wing, top of the near circle, feeds it back for Ratter near half wall. It popped off of his stick, back out to center. RedHawks with it here. Ryan Savage over the Bronco line, left wing, kicked it over the near corner. Fulp lit him up, I should say, in the near corner. And Ryan Savage lost the puck, goes back out to center ice, is in the center circle, grabbed here by Thomas Daskus, who gets to the center ice red line, right wing, and dumps it in behind the Bronco net. Bussy was out there to play at far corner. RedHawks will put pressure here on the Broncos with a forecheck. They steal it away near corner. Red Savage, though, gave it right up to Hugh Larkin. Left wing pass, Ronnie Adder dumps it in from center ice. Left side and behind the Miami net. Crashing in there was Western Michigan's Drew Worat. Got it over to the far corner. He had Reichwitz steal away from him there. Back behind the Red Hawk cage, Dasky feeds it near half wall. Barbolini, trouble getting it out. He finally does. Bouncing puck to the neutral zone, grabbed by nobody. Finally, Fiedler back in his own end with it for Western Michigan in the near corner. We'll spin this one up to center ice. Frank over the Red Hawk line, right wing. It's a pass to Drew Worat. Plays it near circle. Get picked off there by Reichwitz, who gets it up the right wing. Dasky with it over the Bronco line. Far circle. Get poked away there by Joyal. And here comes Kalot to the neutral zone for Western Michigan. In over the Red Hawk line, middle of the ice. Feeds it near wing. Joyal, far circle. Saved by Pearson on a point-blank chance. Coming in was Glover, and Pearson robbed him. Here's Pletzky over the Bronco line on the right wing. He had a wide open shot on the far side there that Pearson just took away from the Broncos, who are back in the offensive zone, pulling a rip near circle over the left post of the Miami net. Far half wall, Hilson Dagger for Western Michigan. Hands it off to Poland. Right point is Bauer. Walks it down the half wall near the circle. Bauer in behind the net. Wrap around on Pearson. Loose in front. They had a whack at it there by Glover, and Pearson got his left pad on it. Poland right point. Spins it behind the Red Hawk net. Barry copped it up near corner. Through the near circle. RedHawks can't get it out. Left point kept in by Hilson Dagger. Far half wall sent in by Sasson in front. Nobody can get a stick on it. The loose one in front of the Miami cage. Ends up near circle. Matt Barry off the high glass. Back to center. The safety clear there for the RedHawks. Broncos right back in the zone. Granger a shot near circle. Just wide left of the net. Goes left point. Adder plays it far corner. Granger and a tie-up with Clement. Finally, the RedHawks calm it down their own zone. Barry a right wing feed all the way down the ice. It missed Griesok, and will go for an icing call here on the RedHawks, who will not be able to change anybody with 14:23 to go in the second. Great pressure by the Broncos. They've had probably 3 really good chances to score in the last few minutes, and Ludwig Pearson has either come up with the save or the shots have gone wide. Draw to his left here in the Miami zone with, again, 14:23 to go in the second. Matt Perry and Luke Granger in this draw in the Bronco offensive end. Granger wins it forward to the near corner. Hillebrand crashes in for it there. Barry stolen away for the RedHawks up the near wing. Kept in right point by Fulp. Spins it around the board to the far corner. Hillebrand on it for Western Michigan. Leaves it far half wall. Adder shoots over the net. The point blank wrister from the far circle. Goes in behind the Red Hawk net. Moulton crashing in there with Granger. Goes near corner. Passel picks it up. Right point Fulp. Waits, shoots. Went off a stick wide of the net. Popped off the end boards in front. And had to be whacked there to the far corner by a Red Hawk stick. That was Moulton who got it out of the Miami crease. It is sent all the way down the ice by the RedHawks to the Broncos zone, where Passel picks it up for Western Michigan. Feeds right wing for Rome over the Red Hawk line down the near half wall. Hits the brakes. Walks toward the blue line. Far circle now. A shot came in there by Wendt. Nice pad save by Pearson. Over to the far corner goes the puck. Wendt crashes in there with Sinar. Now it's Tim Washy near side. Joyal! They score! Pearson hung out to dry again in front of his own net. He had Joyal with a rip near side of the crease. Wide open, went off the crossbar. And then Wendt came in to clear up the rebound on the far post. He stuck it over Pearson's outstretched right leg. And with 13:24 to go in the second, the Red Hawk lead again short-lived, and we're tied at 2. Another instance where the RedHawks can't handle the net front area in the defensive zone. And Miami will chip this puck. Got a play here trying to feed up the right wing to the neutral zone with 13:18 to go in the second. After the draw at center ice, just one back by Miami, trying to get up the right wing through center ice. Out of their own zone, goes up and out of play. And we'll get a neutralized draw out of our media timeout here on the other side of this break. 13-18 to go in the second. We're tied at 2. The Western Michigan goal scored by Dylan Went, his second of the year. Michael Joyal, Tim Washington the assist. 6:36 in the period. We're back in a moment. Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. Get them riled up inside Lawson Ice Arena tonight. Pretty much a full capacity crowd. 13-18 to go in the second. We're tied at 2 between Miami and Western Michigan. Center ice draw out of our timeout. Broncos quickly with a puck in the offensive zone. Gallant, far circle in front. Luran with a backhand shot. Pearson the save. And another great save on a Frank shot that came from the high slot. It went to the near corner. Ludwig Pearson with a Sports Center sequence there. What's new? Sent back out to center ice. Frank with it over the Red Hawk line, left wing. Will hit the brakes, left point, feed it down low to Fiedler in the far corner. Western Michigan works in near circle. Here's Sasson. Right point, center blue line. The pass skipped out of the blue line. And it's Joyal back with it at center ice for the Broncos. Poland will back in the Miami zone, left wing. Red Savage right there to pick it off. Skates it through center. Dasky with the puck, right wing over the Bronco line. Fired a wrister. Went off a leg behind the net. Dasky picks it up as Miami changes 4 other players. Goes left point in the Miami offensive zone. Moulton with a shot. Blocked down by Sasson here in the slot. Will fire a cross-ice feed. 2-on-1. Poland, far circle, chirping up there. While shooting in the far circle was Glover. Pearson, a left pad save. And it's kicked out back to center. Here's Poland over the Red Hawk line, right wing. Walks his way near corner with a shot. Bad angle there on Pearson. We've got a shoulder on it. Miami breaks out here back to center. Resock can't get it over the Bronco line, right wing. It's stopped there. Good offensive work by Fulp. Broncos over the Red Hawk line now with the puck, right wing. Adder sends it through the slot in midair to the far half wall. Hildebrand on it there for Western Michigan. Grabs it and then lost it to Matt Barry, who's up the ice for the Red Hawks. Right wing feed, Resock over the Bronco line. In the slot, Pletzky the backhand shot. And then went off the glove to the near corner of Bussey. And back out to center ice is cleared. A little 2-on-2 battle for it here right in front of the penalty boxes. Resock and Moulton in there for the Red Hawks. Squirts out back in the Miami zone. Clement with it here behind the Red Hawk net. Feeds it up the near wing through center. He was trying to hit Greasock and does, who dumps it in near corner of the Broncos zone. Ilson dagger on it here, shoved off the puck by Monty Graham. Goes to that far corner and get Bauer on it now for Western Michigan with 11 to go in the second period. We're tied at 2, and the Broncos have doubled the shots as Miami 22-11. They lead that count. Right point is Clement, slides it down the far half wall. Graham locks it there in another 2-on-2 battle. The Miami offensive zone, the Red Hawks win. Right point, Graham sent a weak shot on net. They go into the near corner after deflecting off Silver Stick in front of the cage. That one behind the Red Hawk, or in behind the Bronco cage rather. A 3-on-3 battle here for the puck. And it's locked up against Corbett. Skate win the boards. This one is won by Western Michigan as Hildebrand gets it up left point, but kept in here by Capstick. He'll shoot it in. And a save made by Bussey as he got it in the glove there with a Corbett screen in front of the net for the Red Hawks. 10-18 to go in the second. The draw coming here to the right of Bussey and a tie game at 2. A lot of board battles in our game tonight for extended amounts of time. One time the Broncos won it near corner of their own zone, but were unable to clear going up the left wing boards where it was kept in by Capstick for the Red Hawks. Face off one near circle, the Broncos zone, lifted out back to center. He had a nasty collision there. Donato and Frank coincidentally collided. They both get up. Broncos get in the offensive zone. Far circle, Donato steals it off Frank's stick as they crash for it in the far corner of the Miami end. You have Geshan and Frank in the battle for Western Michigan in the far corner with Donato and Datskus. Donato wins it up the right wing. Here comes Ryan Savage. Gets it middle. Donato over the Bronco line. Copped it up, trying to pass it near wing. And then Olmstead accidentally trips up Michael Joyal. They'll call that with 9:44 to go in the second. A pure accident there by Olmstead, who got his stick at the wrong spot in the wrong time. Tripped up Warad as they were both going after the puck near side of the Miami offensive zone. And the RedHawks will have to kill a penalty off here to keep the tie game with 9:44 to go in the second. When we come back, tied at 2, Bronco power play when we return. It's Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. Start of a power play for the Western Michigan Broncos out of our timeout, just past the halfway point of the game. 9:44 to go in it. Patrick Geshan back into inside Lawson Ice Arena. 2-2 your score. And they draw it to the left here of Ludwig Pearson in the Miami zone. A power play for the Broncos that is 1 for 1 tonight. They scored their first goal in the game with a power play in the first period. They win the draw here to start this one. Far circle with a puck. Frank slides it through the slot to the near corner here for Warad, who lost it, and the RedHawks clear back in their own zone as Red Savage got a hold of it to the near corner of the Broncos zone. Joyal picks it up for Western Michigan and will lose it to the far side of the Bronco end. Red Savage is in there in the forecheck to steal it away. Savage dancing through the far circle with a shot. It's under Bussy. He didn't know where it was, and Barbolini was there in the area but couldn't get it in time to poke it in. Broncos in the offensive zone on the right wing. Ryquist deflects a loose puck to the near corner for the RedHawks. Had his stick held there by Frank. They don't call it. Goes up to the right point for Joyal. Center blue line, far circle. Frank rips his shot. Ryquist blocked it. The stickless Ryquist. And it's picked up by Red Savage up the far way in the neutral zone. Savage over the Bronco line, right wing. Hands it back. Taskey had his stick slashed out of his hands. Will play on. Ronnie Adder for Western Michigan gets it through center ice. Near wing pass Soult over the Red Hawk line on the right wing. Will dish it back right point for Adder. Spins his way around near circle. Adder down to the near corner for Passolt. Right point Fulp with 40 seconds to go in the power play for Western Michigan. In front, Poland trying to roof it on Pearson, went over the net. Far corner Adder. Left point here is Fulp. Fulp far circle, Adder to blast and went wide left of Pearson's cage. Squirts out back to center. Foot race for it. Passolt wins it for Western Michigan in his own zone. Passolt through the center circle for the Broncos with 20 seconds to go in the power play. Fulp now on the left wing. Over the Red Hawk line comes Sasset. Dishes back left point Poland to the near circle for Passolt, who spins off the half wall to the right point for Fulp. Far circle, Adder to blast. Blocked down in the slot by Clement. It's under him, and they will blow the whistle here as Clement could not get up. He had all these players around him trying to stick the puck. Clement had nowhere to go, and so they'll just blow the play net here with 7:46 to go in the second. 2 seconds remain in the power play for Western Michigan. The draw to Pearson's right is coming up. Just a busy back and forth physical kind of game. The game that we're used to seeing these two teams play over the years, especially when they meet each other. Face-off won by the Broncos to their offensive zone far circle. The power play expires. Olmstead out of the box, 5-on-5. Goes back to the left point. Hilson Dagger shoots and scores! A simple shot from the blue line by Daniel Hilsendagger. Goes through traffic. Pearson never saw it. Went over his club side of the near post. And with 7:34 to go in the second, the even strength goal puts Western Michigan back on top at 3-2. I beg your pardon, not the first lead tonight for Western Michigan. This is their first lead of the evening. At 3-2 over Miami, just past the halfway point of the second period. That goal was scored 5-on-5. Olmstead was out of the box. So the first lead of the night for the Broncos puts them up by 1 here. As Hilsendager with a shot there for Western Michigan. They'll give the assist to Luke Granger, 12-26 into the frame. Puck near corner here in the Miami zone. It'll be an icing call as Western Michigan will send it up the near wing on the ice. The clock is still running here during this icing. They finally stop it at 7:08. I wonder if they're going to put more time back on. The clock is moving there. During the icing, they wasted about 5 seconds off of it. I don't know if anybody else caught that. Interesting. Should be 7:14. It says 7:08, whatever. Toronto Miami offense is on top of the near circle. You got Bauer on it here for Western Michigan. Works it out to center. Left wing Reichwist lays a nice hit on the puck-carrying Ty Glover. It goes behind the RedHawk net up the near wing all the way down the ice. As Miami's going to ice the puck here from behind their own cage. You had Reichwist just bomb it up the near wing boards all the way down the sheet. 6:49 to go in the second. Draw coming to the right here. Ludwig Pearson in the Miami net. Now a 3-2 lead for Western Michigan, who lead the shots count right now 23-12. Draw one back to the left point, and the Bronco offensive zone ripped in there by Fiedler. The shoulder saved by Pearson to the far half wall. Went crashes down low with it with Ryan Savage. Larkin in there as well. The puck squirts to the near circle. Grabbed by Olmstead off glass. Through center all the way down the ice. Fiedler near corner. Rims it around the boards to the far side. Went on it here at center ice. Dishes back in his own zone. That was the only good option to Fiedler, who will try to clear it up the near wing. Went off the glove of Ryan Savage in the neutral zone and pops in the Miami bench. So that'll stop the clock here with 6:21 to go in the second, and the draw will be in neutral ice. Right in front of the Miami bench in the far wing, closest to the Western Michigan blue line. Red Savage for the RedHawks will win this draw forward into the offensive zone, and a tie up here with Warad. Puck goes down in behind the Bronco net. Adder can't clear it, goes off Barbolini's skate to the near corner. Fletcher ties up with Warad for it there. Warad gets it up the near wing boards, back up behind the zone. You got Frank chip it over the RedHawk line right wing. They race for it to the near corner of the Bronco offensive end. Frank and Clement tie up for it there. The puck squirts in behind the RedHawk cage. Moulton on it for Miami through the near circle with a nice puck carrying job to get it to Clement. The backhand cross corner dump in from way in front of the red line. We'll go for an icing call here against the RedHawks with 5:44 to go in the second. I think that was more of a pass than a dump in from Clement on the backhand going to the far wing, but instead it turned into a dump in for an icing, as he was 5 feet in front of the red line on the near wing for the RedHawks. So the draw to Pearson's left in the Miami zone. Granger and Red Savage on the left wing. There's one by Red Savage to Clement near circle, gets it up the far wing, but can't get it out at the left point. Sent in by Hillebrand to the near corner, and down behind the RedHawk net goes the puck. Pops up in the air on the far post of Pearson's net, deflected far half wall. Pessoa plays it far circle. Granger drives in, try to feed it, top of near circle. Bauer back for Granger in the high slot, who walks it up to the right point, gets it down near corner. Stealing away there is Pessoa up the near half wall, hits the brakes, walks it down low. Pessoa will get it in behind the Miami net. Still the puck here on the backhand far corner. They'll feed it left point. Hilsendager rips it wide left to the net. Picked up here without really much opposition by Red Savage. We'll get it back to Moulton here in the far circle. Works it out back to center ice. Barbolini left wing in front of the penalty boxes. We'll get it up to Red Savage, who dumps it in the Bronco zone. A full 5-man change for Miami. Is up the near wing as Hilsendager. He'll reach the center ice red line right wing. Dump it in for Western Michigan. Pearson wraps it around the boards to the near corner. Went, chips it down to the near side, where Sinnard is on it here. Works up right point, can't clear it. Joy all left point, a shot far circle. That came in from Fiedler, deflected up and out of play. And we'll stop the clock here with 4:30 to go in the second period. So, 3-2, Western Michigan over Miami. as they continue to go back and forth. Late stages of the second period here in game one of the series. Broncos still lead by 1, and this is Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. Four and a half to go here in the second period. 3-2, the Broncos lead Miami. Patrick Geshan back of the air, high above the ice inside Lawson Ice Arena. Draw to the right of Ludwig Pearson, the Miami zone. Out of our timeout, Matt Berry will take it for the RedHawks against Drew War out of Western Michigan. War out a clean win, top of the far circle. Frank right wing, Joyal will rip it wide right. The RedHawk net on a drawn-up play there. They got it quickly to Joyal, right wing of the slot, who fired it just wide of Pearson's cage. Goes in behind the Miami net, little battle for it here. You get Barry in there with Drew Warrod, 2 against 2. Coming in was Rydquist to win it for the RedHawks. Dasky with it near wing now, flips it out to center ice. Love down by Joyal at the RedHawk line. And you got Broncos have to reset now back in their own zone after it kind of bounced around off a few players. They'll work it near corner of the Miami zone. Western Michigan, a 5-man change. Dasky near wing pass for Barry. Up the near side of center ice. Pletzky trying to move it forward. Adder was there to stop him. Broncos get it back in the neutral zone. It's stolen away. Here's Rydquist over the Bronco line right wing. Shoved up against the boards by Fulp at the far half wall. Goes over to the far corner where the RedHawks lose it. Sasson came in to steal it away from Griesok. Trying to clear up the right wing. It was kept in right point by Corbett in the Miami offensive zone. Corbett now in a board battle with 3:25 to go here in the second. Works it down toward the far corner. Sasson stole it off his stick. Pass to the middle. Adder left wing for Sasson. Over the RedHawk line. Far circle Poland. A weak backhand shot in on Pearson, who made the save. Pops out in front of him, and the RedHawks grab it here near wing and work it out back to center. Corbett playing it forward into the Western Michigan zone as Poland goes D to D with Bauer. Bauer up the left wing trying to hit a pass at the RedHawk line. Standing there was Hillebrand, but it went past his stick, 2 feet left, all the way down the ice for an icing call here on the Broncos with 2:57 to go in the second. The draw coming up to the right of Bussey. Monty Graham will take it against Max Sasson. On the Miami left wing in the offensive zone. Graham will get the puck to the near half wall. Corbett coughed it up there. Worked out back to the neutral zone. Hillebrand picks it up over the RedHawk line left wing. Moving toward the far corner. Hillebrand in behind the net now. Was hit by Moulton, who stole the puck away. Moulton now to the far corner here in the Miami zone with the puck. And he's locked up against the boards. Hillebrand came in from behind in a 2-on-2 battle. Finally goes to the near corner. Corbett works it up through center ice. Hilson Dagger on it here for Western Michigan with 2.5 to go in the second. Clement now with it for Miami. Plays it forward for Hilson Dagger, who turned it over to Graham. Punches it forward into the Broncos zone, and Bauer to pick it up here in the far corner. Bauer off the near boards, back to center. Passot on it. Passes left wing. Here's Hilson Dagger over the RedHawk line. Hilson Dagger near circle was stick checked there by Dasky on a pass to the near corner. Dasky rims it around the boards all the way out of the zone, back through center ice. And they're going to wave the icing call here back behind the Bronco net as Fiedler got a deflection on that for Western Michigan at center. Here come the Broncos over the RedHawk line right wing. Stolen away, and Ryan Savage gets it left wing. Olmstead, he's over the Bronco line with a shot. Deflected off the left pad of Bussey to the near corner. Squirts up to the left point. Dasky shoots it. Going off the body there of Olmstead to the far half wall. Rydquist runs it down in behind the Bronco net. Dasky locks up there with Olmstead as Joyal joins the party too for Western Michigan. Now it's Dasky all alone with it for Miami near corner of the offensive zone. Left point for Dasky. Right point now Rydquist shoots it in. Blocked down in front off the body there of Joyal. Western Michigan works it out back to center ice. Up the near wing will dump it to the near corner of the Miami zone to get a 5-man change with 1:11 to go here in the second. RedHawks back out at center. Barbolini worked it into the Bronco zone. Puck squirts up the near wing. Barbolini over the Bronco line will get it stolen away here by Warad at the near half wall. Near corner, Red Savage now with the puck after he stole it away from Warad. Savage goes down. Puck up the near wing boards. Kept in by Daschke, left point, who fires a shot that deflects up and out of play off the stick of Ethan Frank, who was right there to deflect it. 49.2 to go here in the second. Broncos 3, RedHawks 2. Draw to the right of Bussy with Red Savage in to take it for Miami against Drew Warad of Western Michigan. Warad wins it back to the near corner. It is picked off the near circle by Savage. Trying to send it over on the far wing, but nobody home on the far side of the net. You got Gallant now with a puck for Western Michigan. The 3-on-2 the other way over the Red Hawk line with a shot. Nice stick save there by Pearson on the weak shot that just kind of flew on the ice. Went to the far corner. Red Hawks here work it out back to center. Capstick plays it ahead. The pass went off Red Savage's stick into center circle. Barbolini steals it away. Right wing feed. Fletcher trying to send it back over. In front of feed to Red Savage. Could not go. As the Red Hawks had basically a 3-on-0 the other way and they coughed it up. 6 seconds to go in the second period. Puck in the Miami zone. Donato left wing. Will get it out through center ice. Back in the Bronco end. Bauer with it. Will run out the time in the middle frame. Tell you what, it was a 3-on-0 for the RedHawks late in the second period there. You had Fletcher involved in it with a puck in the right wing. You try to feed it over. I believe it was Donato kind of in the middle of the ice. But the RedHawks could not calm a bouncing puck right in front of the offensive net, Bussy's net of Western Michigan, as the RedHawks just kind of trying to calm a bouncing puck. They had 3 guys, kind of a broken play, and they just developed very quickly, and nothing able to happen there for the RedHawks on that great offensive chance there to end our second period. Shots are 30-16 in favor of Western Michigan, who lead the game 3-2 after 40 minutes of play. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. They are just getting underway in Minnesota Duluth, it looks like. These two games starting at 8 o'clock Eastern time, so unfortunately we don't have an update for you really. They just say that the game started in Duluth between St. Cloud State and Minnesota Duluth. They say 20 minutes on the clock in that game and no score. I'm looking at the College Hockey Inc. scoreboard here, which is what I think is the most reliable. Anyway, Minnesota Duluth and St. Cloud State, last check, are scoreless in the first period. We'll check CHN here, see if we got anything from them. That game is important in Duluth tonight because Minnesota Duluth and St. Cloud basically battling for 4th place in the standings. They are 2 points away from each other coming into the weekend, so the winner of that series basically comes away with the last home ice spot to clinch for the first round of the NCHC playoffs that take place starting next weekend. Yeah, the last update we have from Duluth is no score with basically warm-ups underway there, so don't know if they got the game underway or not. I'm going to guess they did. It started at 8 o'clock Eastern, so I'm sorry, but that's the latest update we have from Duluth. We have no update yet from Omaha. That game started at 8 o'clock Eastern time between North Dakota and Omaha. Basically, the Fighting Hawks with a win tonight clinched the Penrose Cup in first place in the NCHC standings. And then underway at about 9:30 Eastern time will be Colorado College hosting Denver in the first of the home-and-home Gold Band Series. The Tigers playing at Robson Arena, their home arena tonight, with a chance to gain more traction on the RedHawks. Colorado College with 18 points in the night in 7th place. Miami has 17 points in the night in 8th place. So basically it's a battle between Miami and Colorado College this weekend of who gets the 7th seed, who gets the 8th seed, and that pretty much determines whether you travel to Denver next weekend to play the Pioneers in the first round, or you go to North Dakota to play the Fighting Hawks. Pick your poison there. Those are 2 tough choices for either Miami or Colorado College, both of which are destined for both either the 7th or the 8th seed in the standings. So unfortunately, I'm sorry we don't have much to update you on the out-of-town scoreboard. Hopefully we'll get some updates from those different buildings as those games continue to unfold. But that's basically your situation. And for Miami, if you're just joining us this weekend, the RedHawks again will either finish 7th or 8th in the NCHC standings, so it's just a matter of watching what Colorado College does. And that means, does Miami go to the 1 seed next weekend if they clinch the 8th seed? That would most likely be North Dakota. Or can Miami jump up to the 7th seed in the standings with help from Colorado College this weekend? That would most likely mean Miami goes to Denver next week, and the Pioneers will most likely be the number 2 seed in the NCHC standings when it's all said and done with after tonight and after tomorrow night once the regular season wraps up in the NCHC after this weekend. In our game tonight from Kalamazoo, it's Western Michigan 3, Miami 2. Pretty eventful second period we had here from Kalamazoo, Michigan. You had a lot of different things going on. Some penalties, some power plays. It was pretty fun to watch. He had 3 goals combined in that second period. The scoring got going 132 into it, with Matt Barbolini scoring his 10th of the year for Miami. He now leads the team in goals this season with 10. The assists were added on by Derek Dasky, who now has a multi-point night for the RedHawks with 2 assists, and Matt Berry. Western Michigan answered with 2 goals following that in the second period. So the Broncos have scored 2 unanswered here in the frame. 6:36 into the period, Dylan Wendt had his 2nd of the year. The assist to Michael Joyal and Tim Wachi. And then 12:26 into the second, the Broncos add a goal by Daniel Hilsendagger, his 1st of the year. Luke Ranger and Chad Hillebrand had the assists for Western Michigan. Again, they came 12:26 into the second period, and even strength to lead the Broncos at 3-2. So that is your score here after 40 minutes from Kalamazoo, our second intermission. And your third period comes our way in about 9 or 10 minutes here from Lawson Ice Arena, so stay tuned for that third period coming up momentarily, and a 3-2 game led by Western Michigan in the final Friday regular season game of the year for the Miami RedHawks. Stay with us, your second intermission. We're back in a moment. It's Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. teams back out on the ice for our third period of play here for Kalamazoo, Michigan tonight. Western Michigan 3, Miami 2. I think got the crowd really fired up here during the second intermission. It was fun to watch. The full student section, the Lawson Lunatics right below us in the press box, are really fired up to try to watch their Broncos pull out a win here in game 1 of the series against Miami in the final Friday night of the regular season across the NCHC. Patrick Geshan back with you inside Lawson Ice Arena. Center ice draw will go with Miami's Red Savage. Broncos Drew Warad. Clean win for Warad in Western Michigan. We're underway here in the third period. RedHawks move left to right across your radio. They try to dump it in. Miami does. Up the right wing over the Bronco line out of our timeout and over intermission. But deflects off the stick of Ethan Frank near wing of the Bronco lineup and out of play. 7 seconds into the third. Neutralized draw on the Bronco left wing closest to their blue line. Warad will lose it. RedHawk to the puck here into the offensive zone near corner. Squirts up the near half wall to the right point. Reichwitz fires it in. Went off a leg in the slot. Broncos work it forward. Here's Frank. Breakaway back up the ice. The backhand shot just wide of the net. Goes in behind the cage. Pearson there didn't really have to react to it. And on the Frank backhand shot, they get a quick feed to him. Up the ice, the Broncos did it on the breakaway. Puck here at the near half wall, the Western Michigan offensive zone. Frank with it, chips it over the RedHawk line, left wing. In behind the Miami net, Pearson there to stop it, rims it around the boards, far half wall. Coming in there off the bench was Poland for Western Michigan to grab it. Near circle, a shot by Poland was off the pad of Pearson. RedHawks trying to work it out back to center here. They can't clear. Glover left circle the shot. Pearson let it go off his shoulder over to the far corner. Barry with it for Miami, lifts it off the boards, back to center ice. Glove down there by Joy, I'll turn it over. Daskey with a puck with the Bronco line, left wing. A shot came in there on a feed to Greasock. It was saved by the chest of Bussey and deflects all the way back here in the Miami zone. Coleman up the right wing. Greasock leaves it there for Pletzky over the Bronco line. Pletzky near circle, a shot. Went off the glove there of Bussey back out to center ice. Here's Poland for Western Michigan. Works it in the far corner here in the Miami zone. Puck up the far half wall. Granger there. Let it go out back to center. Pass hole now with it for Western Michigan. Over the RedHawk line right wing. Trying to feed it to the circle. They get picked off by Chase Pletzky, who takes it up the ice near side into the Broncos zone. But Bauer stick checks it from him and lets it go up the right wing back at center ice. Pass hold. Backhands it over the RedHawk line right wing. Far half wall is Barry. Back to the near side of center ice. Greasock on to here for the RedHawks. Dishes back for Clement. Cross ice look. Corbett chips it over the Bronco line left wing. And in behind the net is Bussey. Your corner, Hilsendagger passes up for Tim Wachu. Let it go. Graham now with a puck over the Bronco line right side. Corbett a shot. Went off the stick of Hilsendagger, top of the near circle. 3-on-2 the other way for the Broncos. Tim Washi stolen away though by Capstick after it popped off his stick. Back at center ice come the RedHawks. Corbett is blown up by Fulp. Near side over the Bronco line. The puck goes back to Western Michigan. Corbett's all right. Clean hit there. Rolling with it over the RedHawk line right wing. Will dump it in behind the Miami net. Spinning around the boards near wing there was the RedHawks. That was Donato who gets it back from the near corner. They get Capstick now chipping it out back to center up the left wing. And the Broncos will corral the puck control here at center ice. Get it near corner of the Miami zone off the stick there of Ronnie Adder. In behind the net with the puck is Cole Glock for Western Michigan. The Miami net, he tried to pass it in front. It went off the skate there of Donato and popped in on Pearson, who makes the cover with 16:57 to go in the third on a bouncing, dangerous puck in front of the Miami net. So the draw comes to Ludwig's right. It's a 3-2 Bronco lead over Miami. Shots are 30-17 Western Michigan. And the win on the face-off for the RedHawks in their own zone. Daskey with it here up the far circle. Left wing feed deflected by Olmstead into the Bronco zone far side. Frank will leave it out back to center. Reichwitz in his own zone with it for Miami. Right wing feed for Ryan Savage. Ships it over the Bronco line to the near corner. Bussey spins it around the boards to the far half wall. Left point Daskey shoots it in. It deflected off a body up high, back to center. Olmstead now with it for Miami, ties up there with Glover. It's a battle win for the RedHawks in the middle of the neutral zone, but they lose it going over the Bronco line right wing. And Western Michigan back with a puck here will dump it into the Miami zone. Joy all with it, plays it to the far corner. Ryquist on it here, leaves a pass for the RedHawks up the wing and out as Olmstead chases down a loose puck left wing through center. Bauer on it for Western Michigan. D for Hilson Dagger near wing. Poland chips it over the RedHawk line after getting a pass himself. Lost it though to Ryquist. The two collided. Hampus will get it out back to center with a pitching wedge. They get it over the Bronco line on the right wing to the near half wall. Saxon with it there. Feeds the right wing Poland for Western Michigan. In over the RedHawk line, middle of the ice. Poland dangling through 4 red jerseys. Got a backhand shot on Pearson, who made a pad save with his right leg. Now Poland back with a shot. Far circle went off Pearson's left shoulder as the puck squirted through a few RedHawks there and ended up on Poland's stick. After it came in from the left point, a feed by Fulp. Fulp back with a puck for the Broncos in behind his own net. Feeds it left circle for Pesol. That one missed him. Right point Clement. Offensive zone Miami walks in for a wrist shot in the high slot. A nice glove save made there by Bussey with 15:20 to go in the third. On an open point-blank chance for Jack Clement of the RedHawks in the offensive zone. And the draw coming up to Bussey's left here. Early stages of the third. 3-2 Western Michigan. Broncos with a win tonight can tie their program total for most NCHC wins in a season. That would be 13. To tie their total from the 2016-17 and 2018-19 seasons. Broncos a 12-9-1 league record coming into tonight. Face-off is sent to the near corner of the Miami zone. A board battle for it here, won by the RedHawks. Perry with a puck back out to center. Dumps it over the Bronco line right wing, down the ice to the near corner. Fulp with it in his own zone for Western Michigan. Up the near wing, Gallant. Feeds it middle. 2-on-2 the other way. Warad over the RedHawk line right wing. Feeds it over. A shot there. Whistles wide of the net. Off the stick of Ethan Frank. Barry back at center. Feeds Graysock over the red Bronco line on the right wing. Barry now in the near circle. Stick handles. Wait for more reinforcements to come in on the change. Feeds it middle. Corbett. Far circle now the puck. Center blue line. Barry rips it in. Deflected off his stick. Wide of the net to the near corner. Graysock comes in for the RedHawks to steal it away from Cedric Fiedler. Goes now to Joy all for Western Michigan, who can't clear at the left point. Dasky right point. Ryquist shoots it over the net on the wrister there from the blue line. Far half wall. Dasky got it off the glass. Sent a quick snapper in. Bussey makes the save. Stops the clock with his glove with 14:18 to go here in the third. 3-2. Broncos lead it in the offensive zone draw for the RedHawks on the other side of this timeout. You are listening to Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. Telling the crowd to get loud here inside Lawson Ice Arena. 14:18 to go in the third. 3-2 Western Michigan over Miami. Patrick Geshan back to the inside. Kalamazoo, Michigan here tonight. So the draw to the right of Bussey, the Broncos zone out of our timeout. Western Michigan wins it, and up the right wing. Sasson over the RedHawk line was hooked from behind, trying to shoot it. As Monty Graham came in with the stick check there and the hook. They call a penalty on the RedHawks. And with 14:07 to go in the third, Miami will go short-handed here for 2 minutes on a hooking minor assessed to Monty Graham. A pass to the middle of the ice in the high slot of the offensive zone. You had Max Sasson with the puck for Western Michigan. Hooked from behind there by Graham, coming on the back check during the rush. A Bronco power play that is 1-for-2 on the night. The draw to start it will be to the left of Pearson in the Miami zone. It is one forward by Red Savage in the left circle, and it split the defense to the blue line and went all the way back into the Bronco zone. Good start to the PK for the RedHawks. Broncos over the Miami line on the right wing. A shot by Warad, far circle, well wide of Pearson's net right. Barbolini picked it up near corner, gets it down the ice on a clear for the RedHawks. Joyal picks it up behind his own net, feeds it right wing. Here's Warad over the RedHawk line. Hits the brakes far half wall with 1:28 to go in the power play. Added a point-blank chance from the high slot. Whistle to wrister over the net. And the RedHawks clear from the far corner of their own zone up the left wing into their own bench. As Hampus Reichwist in that far corner trying to work it off the glass, up the left wing, down the ice, and went into the Miami bench with 13:29 to go in the third. Draw to Pearson's left coming up. 1:22 to go in the power play for the Broncos, who lead Miami 3-2. Scott Corman, Max Sasson are in this draw in the far circle. It is one back to the right point, but over the stick of Aiden Fulp, who feeds near wing down the Western Michigan zone for Rattern, and in the far circle with it is Fulp. Broncos on their own zone here with a little over a minute to go on the power play. Sasson over the RedHawk line, left wing, got it down low for Rattern. Over to the far corner, puck squirts free, right point. Poland with it there, plays it in behind the RedHawk net. Stopping it was Poland to the far circle, trying to feed his man. I believe was going for Sasson there. It was picked up by Dasky, sent all the way down the ice at a clear. The Broncos in their own zone now with the puck with 43 to go on the power play. Pass through center, feeds right wing, Fiedler with speed down the right side and behind the Miami net, works it up to the near half wall now. Cedric Fiedler in the Bronco offensive zone, gets it behind the net for Glover. Far half wall past Schultz in the far corner with the puck. Waits with patience, gets it up high, but that pass picked off there by Barbolini when it was en route to Joyal and sent all the way back behind the Western Michigan net. Big clear there for the RedHawks, getting in the passing lanes in the penalty kill tonight. Fiedler chips it over the RedHawk line left wing with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Sent it in front, went off Pearson's stick, nobody home for Western Michigan, who control the offensive zone near circle. Here's Granger, down below the goal line near corner is Gallant. Gallant will spin a pass top of the far circle. Fiedler a shot, just wide right of the net, and Clement will stick this one out back to center ice. We are back to 5-on-5, the power play expires. Here's Rome over the RedHawk line on the right wing to the far corner. Will pick up a loose puck there, work it up right point, set to near side, a shot in front, they score! Don't know who gets credit. And it looks like Granger scored the goal for Western Michigan. Rome had the puck right point, fed it to the near post for Hilson Dagger, who fired a wrister off the left pad of Pearson. It popped off his pad and went to the far post of the net where the goal was, I believe, finished off by Granger, with Pearson scrambling in his crease. You got a discussion now among the officials. This comes at 11:45 to go in the third. They're going to review it. I am guessing for goaltender interference. He had a lot going on there in the crease. So again, the puck in the Western Michigan offensive zone right point. The shot came in from Jamie Rome, or never mind, it was a pass that came in from Jamie Rome right point. He passed it cross ice through the zone to the near post. Hilson Dagger was on it there for Western Michigan, who fired a shot off the left pad of Pearson. And while Pearson was scrambling around the net, it was finished off the rebound by Luke Granger on the far post, who stuck it past Pearson. And now a review here for goaltender interference. He had a lot of traffic in the area of Pearson when he was trying to make that save on the rebound. And they are wondering if any contact by a Bronco player in front of the net potentially limited Pearson's ability to make a save. Here's our call. It's a good goal. Very short review, so there must have been no contact there to limit Pearson from making a save. We'll see who gets credit. They credit Hilson Dagger actually for the goal. not Granger. Granger gets an assist. So 4-2 Broncos middle stages here in the third. Puck is at center ice and over the Red Hawk line, sent in by Western Michigan. Reinquist grabs it far corner. Left point out, Hilsendacker rips it in for the Broncos after the turnover. Went wide of the net to the right point around the boards. Daskis flips it out to center for Miami. Back in the Western Michigan zone. With it here is Bauer. Plays it out back to center. Went. Feeds it right wing. Tim Washi. Over the Red Hawk line to the far corner. Hits the brakes. And we'll look for options here as Daskis locks him up against the boards. And Larkin coming out for Western Michigan. Try to steal it away. Far circle Went. Spins it around. Plays it to the slot. Right to Ryan Savage. Will feed it left point through center ice. All the way back in the Broncos zone for an icing call here as it missed both Olmstead and Daskis posted up on the left wing in the neutral zone for the RedHawks. 10:54 to go in the third. 4-2 Broncos, who lead the shots 35-19. Draw to the left of Pearson here. You get Warad in it for Western Michigan with Thomas Daskis. This crowd has been loud all night, as advertised as always is here at Western Michigan, but a lot to cheer about for the Broncos in the second and third periods. Puck in behind the net. Adder drives in front from the far post. Pearson there makes a stop with a bouncing puck coming in toward his chest. He holds on. Draw coming to his left with 10:45 to go in the third. Puck just kind of popped out from below the goal line in the Miami zone right to Pearson in the left post, who made the stop as it went up in the air against his chest. Yeah, Red Savage in this drop for Miami with Drew Warad. Warad runs it back to the right point, but Fulpad is stolen off his stick by Barbolini, who punches forward in the Miami offensive zone. Far circle, Fletcher can't get a hold of it. Adder there to steal it away near corner. A backhand lift out to center and into the Miami zone. Capstick now with it for the RedHawks. Left wing feed at center ice. Fletcher up for Barbolini, dumps it far corner of the Broncos zone. Bussy here will backhand this one to the near half wall. Donato let it squirt free in the near circle. Gallant hit there off the puck by Barbolini. Frank got it from him. Fiedler tried to go back to Frank in the Miami zone, but they could not connect. RedHawks stolen away. Near corner, Donato fires it far side for Capstick, and a right wing pass goes all the way down the ice for an icing. I don't know what Capstick was thinking there. Nobody remotely in the area of where he passed the puck from the far side of the Miami zone. So there's an icing against the RedHawks to put the draw to the right of Pearson. With 10 minutes even left in the third, it's 4-2 Western Michigan. Sasson in the drop for the Broncos on his left wing with Miami's Red Savage. Clean win, Sasson. Poland, left point for Joyal, shoots it. Pad save made by Pearson. Goes to the near corner on the rebound. You got Sasson trying to mess with the puck here. Got it stolen away by Fletcher. Rimmed around the boards in behind the net after Joyal kept it in left point. Far half wall with it, Ty Glover. Offensive zone for Western Michigan. Works it behind the Red Hawk net. Capstick stole it away, turned it over far circle, pulling a shot. Pearson the save with his chest there on the wrister. And bodies crash in toward Pearson going after the rebound. Things will basically remain calm after the whistle in terms of extracurriculars. We'll get a media timeout here and a face-off the Miami zone on the other side of it. 9:33 to go in the third. 4-2 Western Michigan over Miami. We're back in a moment to Lawson Ice Arena. And this is Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. Draw to the left of Ludwig Pearson out of our timeout. 9:33 to go in the third. 4-2 Western Michigan over Miami. Patrick Geshan back with you from inside Lawson Ice Arena. RedHawks have an NCHC point in 5 of their last 6. They would love to grab one on the road here tonight, but have to climb out of a hole. A 2-goal deficit in Kalamazoo. Barry was lit up by Fiedler going over the Bronco line on the right wing. They get a call on that. Coming out of our timeout, a little Miami rush. Up the right wing through center ice, and Barry was blown up by Fiedler entering the offensive end. Fiedler's going to go 2 minutes. On the call here to put Miami on the power play for 2 minutes with 9:20 left in the third. Critical chance for the RedHawks here to cut this deficit maybe to 1. It is an interference minor to Fiedler. I guess they ruled that the puck, after it was dumped in by Barry and then the hit came in, was too far away or too late. So the RedHawks on the power play. That is 1 for 1 tonight, and the Broncos clear up the near wing down to the near corner here in the Miami zone to get it started after the opening faceoff. Frank here in the far corner works it up the far wing boards. We'll play this one in for Daschke here in the far circle of the Miami zone. He will scan it out back towards center ice. Near pass for Barry, feeds it middle. Here's Fletcher. Chips left wing over the Bronco line. Barbolini comes away near circle. Greasock, the open chance. Nice chest save there by Bussey as it went to the near corner. And Sasson clears it out back to center, wide open for the Broncos. Daschke near wing feed. Here's Greasock, plays it over the Bronco line to the near corner. Joyal will rip it off the boards back to center ice with 8.5 to go here in the third. It is 4-2 Western Michigan. RedHawks with 1:03 to go here on this power play. Barry in his own zone for Miami. Feeds it left wing. Here's Fletcher. Over the Bronco line. Had it stuck back towards center ice. Greasock plays it forward. Here's Barry with the little pass over on the far side for Daschke through center ice and back in the Western Michigan zone. Ilson Dagger with a puck near corner. This is kind of a bad puck handling power play for Miami, who will lose it here in the high slot. It is played by Passel back to center. Gallant near wing at the center ice red line will dump it into the near corner of the Miami zone. A RedHawk power play with 26 seconds left on it. Moulton skates out of his own end. Over the Bronco line, middle of the ice. Moulton in on goal on the backhand shot. And Bussey there to make the blocker save, cover up in front of him. With 19 seconds to go in the power play here for the RedHawks. Moulton there, just a good job by himself, carried it from right about center ice. Over the Bronco line, in on the Western Michigan net. The little backhand play that Bussey handled easily. Draw to his left here in the last few seconds of this Miami power play. Warad and Red Savage. Warad wins it for the Broncos near corner. Adder lifts it out on the backhand through center ice and into the Miami zone. 7 seconds to go on the power play. Moulton tosses back here for Red Savage through center ice. Over the Bronco line, left wing as the power play expires. Back to 5-on-5 with 7:16 to go here in the third. 4-2 Western Michigan. Puck squirts out back to center ice to the near wing of the Miami zone. Never mind, it's an icing on the Broncos. It was cleared from the far corner by Fulton, I believe, in the Western Michigan zone with 7:07 to go in the third. So that puts the draw to the right of Bussey in the Western Michigan zone here. Shots are 38-22 Broncos. Monty Graham the draw for Miami with the Drew War out of Western Michigan. Puck up at the blue line. Daschke rips a shot, blocked down there by Ethan Frank. Goes to the near half wall here in the Western Michigan zone. Aiden Fulp is on it. Gets it behind the net here for Ronnie Adder. Far corner for the Broncos. Lifts it out back to center. Reichwitz had it stolen away. Here comes Larkin with a shot. One-on-one the other way. Went off the stick of Daschke over the RedHawk net. Over to the far corner. Close the puck. RedHawks trying to work it out up the left wing. They will. Corbett with it through the neutral zone. Chips it over the Bronco line. Left wing to the far corner. Larkin with it here. Passes near corner from Granger with 6.5 to go in the third. Granger skates through the neutral zone. Dumps it over the RedHawk line. Left wing. Pearson stops it behind the net. Feeds it up high here for Pletzky. Chase Pletzky. Cross-ice look to the right wing for Greasock. Plays it over the Bronco line. Bussy with it here behind the net, spins it around the boards, far half wall. Pletzky near circle, Greasock a shot. Bussy sliding over there to make the save along the near post. And it's played out to center ice by the Broncos. Hillebrand is with it. Cross corner dump in from the center ice red line left wing. Over to the far corner. Passol will get it behind the Miami net. RedHawks take over there. It is Barry who skates it through center ice. Over the Bronco line right wing comes Greasock. Stolen away from him. Fiedler will play it to the far half wall where it's taken off the stick of Passol. Now it's Rome over the RedHawk line right wing. Rome plays it middle to Fiedler, who's coming in high slot. The pass missed him, went behind Fiedler, and into the near corner of the Miami zone. Capstick battles here in a board tussle with Tim Washi, 2 against 2. And as they fight for it near corner of the Miami end, comes up that near half wall. Broncos steal it away. Rome, high slot with a point-blank shot. Little wrister there that Pearson handles with his left pad and his glove to make the cover with 5:14 to go in the third. Four to 2, Western Michigan. And you may have heard Greg Waddell say there 3 unanswered goals by the Broncos in this game. That, in fact, is the case. The number 8 ranked team in the nation. Broncos win the draw in their offensive zone. Work at right point. Adder fired a shot in. The nice pad save made there by Pearson. Pops out left point. Fulp works it near corner. Borat spins away from the puck, works it in behind the RedHawk net. He got hit hard there by Red Savage, a good hit. Here's circle the puck pops up. Fulp rips a shot there from the blue line left point into the glove of Ludwig Pearson, who makes the stop with 4:53 to go here in our third period. Broncos 4, Miami 2 is your score. Our final media timeout of the game. We'll finish the game off when we come back. This is Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio. 4:53 to go here in the third. 4-2 Western Michigan over Miami. Patrick Geshan back with you from Lawson Ice Arena here in Kalamazoo, Michigan tonight. Draw to Pearson's right. The Miami zone out of our timeout. It's won by the Broncos. The work at right point. Fulp plays it to the near corner where Ryan Savage able to lift it out back up high in the zone. Stolen away though by Drew Worat, who works it near corner here in the offensive end. We'll feed it over to the right point. Hopped over the stick of Adder. Foot race for it. Olmstead trying to work at center ice. Feeds Taskus right wing with a shot over the Bronco line. And a nice save there by Bussy, who had the wrist shot in between his legs. Able to squeeze there and make the stop with 4:30 left in the third. Good work by the RedHawks to move that puck through center ice. Get it over the Bronco line right wing. A nice shot by Taskus, but Bussy, who is undefeated in his career against Miami, comes up with a big save there to keep it a 4-2 game. Draw coming to his left. Sasson and Red Savage are in it. Queen wins Sasson to the near corner. Broncos work it up the left wing. Back to center ice. Loose puck. Poked at by Dasky. He'll get it back here for the RedHawks in his own zone. Left wing feed here for Ryquist. Gets to the center ice red line. Dumps it in cross corner. Far half wall. Dasky first to it for the RedHawks. Playing it forward. Broncos work it out to center on the loose puck. Grabbed here by Fletcher over the Bronco line right wing. Plays it near corner for Barbolini. Squirts out in front. Grabbed here by Glover. And a 2-on-1 the other way. Glover and Sasson. Glover over the RedHawk line right wing. Will shoot it. Pearson the save. Sasson came in for the rebound. And Pearson makes the cover against his left pad. Great job by number 32 in red there. 2-on-1 that quickly developed the other way, and the puck carried up the ice for Western Michigan there by, I believe it was Glover, and then Sassett came in trying to finish it off on the rebound after the wrist shot, and Pearson stood up on both. Toronto is left here with 3:50 to go in the third. 4-2 Broncos lead it. Far corner Granger here with a puck for Western Michigan. Skates up the far wing boards. Spins it below the goal line where it's stopped here by Matt Berry. Backhand play up to the right point. Greasock will baseball swing it out of midair to center ice and into the Broncos zone far corner. Granger with it here. Leaves it up there for Jacob Bauer. Up the right wing, Pasol. Left point, Berry. Misplayed it. Bauer to the far wing for Hillebrand. Chips it over the Red Hawk line here on the right side. Back in the Miami zone. Pletzky is with it. In behind his own net. Leaves it back there for Dylan Moulton. Right wing feed for Greasock. Dumps it over the Bronco line. Plays it to the near corner. With it here is Adder. Spins it around the boards. Back out to center ice. You have Ryquist with it here in his own end. The Redhawks will pull Pearson with 3 minutes to go in the third. 4-2 Western Michigan. A puck deflects in on the Bronco net. Bussey makes the cover to stop the clock with 2:56 to go in the third. Again, the Redhawks have pulled Ludwig Pearson, so a 6-on-5 man advantage for Miami, who trail Western Michigan 4-2. The draw coming here to the left of Bussey. And the Miami offensive zone, Monty Graham will take it for the Redhawks against Max Sasson of Western Michigan. It is one to the near corner by the Broncos. Fulp rims it around the boards to the left point. Barry there will get it to Greasock. Spin around shot. Right pad saved by Bussey. Gets it over to the far corner. Monty Graham with a puck for Miami. Back to the near half wall here for Fletcher. Center blue line Dasky. Far circle Barry. One-timer went over the net. Back to the near half wall Fletcher. Center blue line Dasky. Far circle Barry now with a puck. Walks in. Shoots and scores! I believe it went off Greasock in front of the net. And Matt Perry with a great shot from the far circle and a lucky deflection will make it a one-goal game. 4-3 Broncos with 2:30 to go in the third. On the empty net. We'll see who gets credit there. I thought it was Greasock who deflected the soft wrister from Barry. It came in from the far circle and then kind of popped over the outstretched left leg of Bussey and into the net. We'll see who gets credit. Looks like Greasock does get credit for the goal. That will be his 9th of the year. The assist to Matt Berry, the primary assist. Derek Dasky, the secondary assist for the Redhawks to make it a 4-3 Bronco lead with 2:30 to go in the third period. The draw at center ice. Fiedler plays it forward after a Bronco win to the near corner of the Miami zone. We'll see if they pull Pearson again. I imagine they will. Maybe not this early though. Broncos in the offensive zone nonetheless. Far corner Gallant works it down below the goal line here in the Miami zone. Near corner picked up by Dasky. He'll spin around to the near side, work it up the near wing boards, back out to center. Pearson is en route to the bench, so it's going to be another empty net here for the Redhawks, who cough it up high in their own offensive zone, works out back to center. Pletzky with it will dump it in behind the Bronco net. 1:52 to go in the third. 4-3 Broncos, empty net Miami. Bouncing puck far circle, cleared out to center ice. Bury the cross ice feed to the right wing. Ryquist picks it up over the Bronco line. We'll get it to the near corner. Gallant on it here for the Broncos. We'll turn it over far side to Graham. In behind the net, Pletzky. Near circle, Ryquist with it. Down low to Pletzky near corner. The pass missed him, went behind the net. Monty Graham comes in to clean it up now for Miami, who again have the 6-on-5 extra attacker on with a 1:23 to go in the third. Down by 1. It is sent to the near corner of the Western Michigan zone. Fiedler up the near wing for Frank. The soft backhand out to center ice into the Redhawks zone with a 1:10 to go in the third. Dasky is with it for Miami with both teams changing. Near wing Barbolini chips it over the Bronco line right wing to the near circle. Barbolini shoved off of his skating lane there by Fulp, who backhands it all the way down the ice. This will go for an icing with 58.1 seconds to go in the third, and a 4-3 lead for the Broncos. The empty net for Miami, an offensive zone draw coming up for the Redhawks, but I believe a timeout will be called here by Chris Bergeron before that. And that is the case. So, plenty of time left. You got 58.1. We're an even strength. Pearson is pulled for the RedHawks, who have an offensive zone draw coming up to the left of Bussy after they use their timeout here. The shots are 41-27. The goal by Chase Grisak and the Barry shot that occurred a little over 2 minutes ago on the game clock in this one was the lifeline the RedHawks needed to stay in it after Western Michigan came back from a 2-1 Miami lead. Starting in the second period of this game, the Broncos scored 3 unanswered to take a 4-2 lead here early in the third. And then the RedHawks made it 4-3 with a Grisak goal just a few moments ago. That's where we sit currently. The RedHawks timeout is over. Again, 58.1 seconds to go here in the third to draw the Miami offensive zone with the goaltender pulled. Pearson on the bench, 6-on-5 to the left of Bussy. You get a little delay here before the face-off. Western Michigan bench is getting an explanation about something. Don't know what it is. We'll drop the puck here. Monty Graham in the drop for Miami with Drew War out of the Broncos. It goes to the near corner. War out of went for Western Michigan, who will play it from below their own goal line out of the zone. Believe it was Fiedler down there in the near corner was trying to lift it up the glass around the boards and out the far wing, but instead misplayed it and it immediately went out of play too high off his stick over the glass. So we'll try again here with 54.3 to go in the third. RedHawks win this face-off. Right point Dasky, far circle Barry, with again the net empty for the RedHawks, who trail by 1. Barry far corner in front, Barbolini, couple whacks at it there. Nice pad saves made by Bussy with his right leg. Broncos can't get it out. RedHawks keep it in left point. Dasky with it, near circle, Grisak. He passed there, skipped over his stick. Work behind the net in front. A shot there that went off the post by Monty Graham. Kept in right point by Fletcher with 25 to go. Far corner, Barry with a puck. Gets it left point here for Dasky. Right point now Fletcher, top of the near circle. Dasky center blue line. Far circle for Barry, 15 to go. Barry, goal line. Graham plays it in front. Loose puck in the crease, still loose. Nobody's on it. Adder finally finds it to the far corner. Rips it down the ice and into the empty net. (5-3) Western Michigan with 2.9 seconds left. Empty net goal by Adder, who scored it from below his own goal line. He had to scramble for it in front of Bussy's net in the Miami offensive zone. Nobody could find the puck. It was loose all along. I don't know if the RedHawks didn't see it or they had trouble getting to it on the far post. Adder was the one that picked it up, took it far corner and ripped it into the empty net. The center ice faceoff ends our game, and the Western Michigan Broncos will take game 1 of the series 5-3 over the Miami RedHawks. A hard-fought battle on both sides tonight, but the Broncos were the better team in this game, and they win it by 2 over Miami in game 1 of this regular season series finale. 42-28 were the final shots in our game tonight. And the hometown crowd here in Kalamazoo will go home happy this evening with a Broncos 13th NCHC win of the season to tie their all-time high in the league for the most NCHC wins in a season. It ties the 2016-17 Broncos and the 2018-19 Broncos. 13 NCHC wins, the most in program history for the regular season. So, the RedHawks fall to 7-24-2 overall in the year. They are 4-18-1 in the NCHC. Western Michigan improves to 21-10-1 on the year. They're 13-9-1 in the NCHC after their 5-3 win over Miami tonight. You can draw it up any way you want to. The RedHawks did compete well in this game. There are a lot of positives to take away for Miami. They were finding offensive chances. They were moving the puck well, especially early on in the game and late in the game. But at the end of the day, it was the Western Michigan Broncos who simply got better net front chances, better offensive zone time. The RedHawks' defensive zone tonight was not their best friend. A lot of plays where Ludwig Pearson was hung out to dry on net front scrambles in front of the Miami Canes, and that's what led the Broncos, who are an aggressive net crashing type of team, to get into the crease, put pucks past Pearson on rebounds and deflected pucks, etc. And that's what eventually, I guess, was the difference in the game tonight to bring Western Michigan the win at home, 5-3 your final over the Miami RedHawks here tonight from Lawson. So we're back at it tomorrow for Game 2 of the series. That'll take place at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. We're on the air with you for Game 2 tomorrow night. It will be senior night from inside Lawson Ice Arena. They'll do a little ceremony for the seniors tomorrow before the game. And so that'll take place in the final regular season home game for Western Michigan tomorrow. They are going to be back home next weekend for the playoffs. We know that for sure. They clinched at least the 3 or 4 seed, which means home ice, of course, in the NCHC standings. So the Broncos are going to be home next weekend, but their last regular season game of the year at home tomorrow. So they'll do senior night. Is also the RedHawks' final regular season game of the year tomorrow. And that again will take place 7 o'clock Eastern Time from here inside Lawson Ice Arena, with a 5-3 loss to the Western Michigan Broncos in Game 1 of 2 on this series here on this Friday night from Kalamazoo. So again, you had good effort from Miami tonight in the offensive zone. I think defensively will probably be the major things in terms of negativity to take away from this win. If you want to analyze and look at that, Ludwig Pearson had another really good game. He stopped 40 shots again tonight out of the 45 that the Broncos put on net. So Ludwig Pearson now has 3 straight games where he's made 40 saves or more. And despite Miami losing in 2 of those 3 games, you can't blame Pearson, because he's making saves and making a high amount of them every single night, trying his best. But when the puck is left in front of his net on rebounds and he's scrambling around, and the RedHawks have nobody back in the defensive zone to try to grab it in the net front, that's when Miami runs into trouble, and that's when the Broncos have scored. Or when the Broncos scored the majority of their goals tonight was in situations like that, like we talked about. RedHawks with a good shot total for them this year. They finished with 30 shots tonight in the 5-3 loss to the Western Michigan Broncos. All right, we'll do a final check here of the out-of-town scoreboard before maybe going off the air. But sorry, really nothing to report. They have, the last update from Duluth was that they finished the first period, and it's no score between St. Cloud State and Minnesota Duluth from Amsoil Arena. We have no update from North Dakota at Omaha. That was supposed to be a 8 o'clock Eastern Time puck drop. I know that game's underway, but we have no score update for multiple sources in terms of college hockey scoreboards to look at for that one. We still don't have a score update yet between North Dakota and Omaha, so unfortunately can't provide that for you. And they're about to get underway at 9:30 Eastern Time start from the Springs tonight. It will be Denver at Colorado College in Game 1 of that home-and-home series to finish out the regular season for both of those teams tonight out in Colorado. So there's your out-of-town scoreboard. Again, our game tonight, 5-3. The Broncos beat the RedHawks. Game 2 comes your way tomorrow at 7 o'clock from Lawson Ice Arena, the final game of the regular season for both teams. And we'll have an idea, I guess, by the end of tomorrow pretty much, where Miami heads next weekend for the first round of the NCHC playoffs, with those taking place for the RedHawks pretty much either in North Dakota or Denver. And we'll also know who Western Michigan will play in their first round series from Lawson next weekend here in Kalamazoo. So again, 5-3 your final tonight here from Lawson Ice Arena. We want to thank you so much for listening in, tuning in tonight here from Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is a Friday night game for the RedHawks that falls short. 5-3 your final from Lawson Ice Arena. Hope you'll join us again tomorrow night for Game 2 of the series and the regular season finale for both Miami and Western Michigan. Again, a 7 o'clock puck drop right here on Red Hawk Radio. Well, until then, everybody, thank you so much again for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Friday night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening to this presentation of Miami Hockey on Red Hawk Radio.